Top 5 corrupt families. Number 1. Duvalier Family. François Papa Doc Duvalier and his son, Jean-Claude Baby Doc Duvalier, ruled Haiti with an iron fist for nearly 3 decades. François Duvalier came to power in 1957 and declared himself president for life in 1964. He established a brutal dictatorship characterized by political oppression, human rights abuses, and corruption. Papa Doc's regime used a paramilitary force known as the Tonton Macoutes to suppress any dissent and eliminate political opposition. The Tonton Macoutes were infamous for their violent and ruthless tactics, leading to the disappearance, torture, and murder of countless Haitians who opposed the Duvalier regime. Papa Doc amassed significant wealth through embezzlement and by diverting international aid meant for the development of the country. The corrupt practices of the Duvalier family and their associates further impoverished an already struggling nation, leaving many Haitians living in abject poverty. When François Duvalier died in 1971, his son Jean-Claude Baby Doc Duvalier succeeded him as the ruler of Haiti. The corruption and human rights abuses continued under Baby Doc's rule. He and his wife, Michelle Bennett, lived lavishly, while the majority of the Haitian population suffered under dire economic conditions. The Duvalier family's oppressive and corrupt rule eventually faced growing opposition, both domestically and internationally. In 1986, due to mounting pressure and widespread protests, Baby Doc fled the country, ending the Duvalier family's long-standing grip on power. The Duvalier family's reign left a lasting legacy of political instability, economic hardship, and human rights violations in Haiti. Even today, the effects of their corrupt rule can still be felt in the country's social and political landscape. Number 2. Marcos Family. The Marcos family of the Philippines is another notorious example of a corrupt family in history. Ferdinand Marcos served as the president of the Philippines from 1965 to 1986. During his presidency, he and his wife, Imelda Marcos, engaged in widespread corruption and abuse of power to enrich themselves and maintain their grip on the country. The Marcos regime was marked by embezzlement of public funds, rigged elections, and human rights abuses. They used the military and police forces to suppress political opposition and silence critics, leading to numerous cases of torture, imprisonment, and extrajudicial killings. Imelda Marcos, known for her extravagant lifestyle, became infamous for her vast collection of shoes and luxurious spending on herself and her cronies. The couple allegedly siphoned billions of dollars from the Philippine treasury and engaged in money laundering to hide their ill-gotten wealth in foreign banks. The corruption and repression under the Marcos regime eventually led to widespread public discontent, culminating in the People Power Revolution of 1986, which ousted Ferdinand Marcos from power and forced the family into exile. Despite being removed from office, the Marcos family's legacy of corruption and human rights abuses continues to be a contentious issue in the Philippines. Number 3. The Borgia Family. The Borgia family was a prominent and corrupt Italian Renaissance family that gained significant power and influence during the late 15th and early 16th centuries. The family's patriarch, Rodrigo Borgia, became Pope Alexander VI in 1492 through cunning political maneuvers and bribery. During his papacy, he used his position to promote the interests of his family, engaging in nepotism and appointing his relatives to influential positions within the Catholic Church. One of the most infamous members of the Borgia family was Cesare Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander VI. Cesare was known for his ruthless ambition and cunning nature. He used violence, manipulation, and alliances with various political factions to expand his family's territorial control in Italy. Cesare was even rumored to have murdered his own brother Giovanni in a bid to consolidate power. The Borgia family's corruption extended to financial matters as well, with accusations of embezzlement, simony, the buying and selling of church offices, and other illicit activities to amass wealth and influence. Number 4. The Habsburg Family. The Habsburg dynasty, one of Europe's most influential royal families, ruled over various territories for centuries, including Austria, Spain, Hungary, and other regions. Over time, they established a tradition of strategic marriages to consolidate power and alliances. However, this practice also led to a significant amount of inbreeding within the family. The most well-known example of the consequences of this intermarriage is the Habsburg jaw, or Habsburg lip. This condition, known medically as mandibular prognathism, or Habsburg chin, is a distinctive facial feature characterized by a prominent lower jaw that juts forward. It was a hereditary trait that became more pronounced with each generation of intermarriage within the Habsburg family. The practice of marrying close relatives was particularly prevalent during the reign of King Charles II of Spain, 1665 to 1700, who was the last Habsburg ruler of Spain. Due to generations of intermarriage, Charles II's health was severely compromised, and he had numerous physical and mental disabilities, including infertility. He was unable to produce an heir, leading to the end of the Habsburg dynasty in Spain. In addition to the Habsburg jaw, the inbreeding caused other hereditary health issues within the family, such as congenital heart defects, hemophilia, and other genetic disorders. The decline in the health of the Habsburg rulers due to inbreeding contributed to the family's eventual decline and the extinction of the Spanish Habsburg line. The Habsburg dynasty's practice of marrying within the family was not unique to them, as it was relatively common among many European royal families seeking to maintain power and control over their territories. However, the Habsburgs serve as one of the most famous examples of the potential risks and consequences associated with prolonged intermarriage within a ruling dynasty. Number 5, the Medici family. The Medici family was a prominent Italian banking family that rose to power and influence during the Renaissance era. They played a significant role in the political, economic, and cultural life of Florence, and later, other parts of Italy. While the Medicis were instrumental in supporting the arts and humanities, their path to power was marked by manipulation, bribery, and corruption. The family's most influential member was Cosimo de' Medici, often referred to as Cosimo the Elder, who established the Medici Bank and became the de facto ruler of Florence in the mid-15th century. Cosimo skillfully used his banking wealth to gain political power, effectively controlling the Florentine government from behind the scenes. Under the Medici rule, political opponents were often suppressed, and dissent was met with severe consequences. The family used their vast resources to bribe officials and manipulate the political landscape to maintain their authority. They were also known for engaging in nepotism, placing family members in key positions of power, regardless of their qualifications. Despite their corrupt practices, the Medici family also had a significant impact on the arts and culture of the Renaissance period. They were patrons of renowned artists and scholars, such as Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, contributing to the flourishing of the arts during their time. While the Medici family's support for the arts left a positive legacy, their corrupt methods of attaining and retaining power have also shaped historical perceptions of their rule. They demonstrate how wealth and influence, when unchecked, can lead to abuses and undermine the principles of democracy and fair governance.